Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the London Monarchs taking on St. Louis.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between our visitors and... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the... Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Myers to throw on second down. And this will be incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Myers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A nice little juke. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off play action. Myers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Myers now on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
We dominate today.
They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Second and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 23.
13 yards the tally on the return there. London about set to take over on offense.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Myers.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Myers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Myers over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, the numbers for Andrews last week:
9 catches, 93 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now a toss here, short side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Myers.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Myers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
To throw is Myers. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. Myers. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it...
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. An inside give. Here's Portis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
London about set to take over on offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Myers has got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
On the give, here's Portis. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. London about set to take over on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now Myers looking to throw on 2nd down.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
A quick throw, but incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They hand it off to Portis. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A run with Portis. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
London about set to take over on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Myers. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Myers got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews.
He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Inside the 20. Big strides. Look at him go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Myers. He finds his man complete. It's Andrews. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Monarchs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and it's 17-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
He finds his man, that's Sweeney. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Myers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Myers. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. A final shot before break. Myers. And his throw here is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. The Seahawks with the kind of victory that could save their season, because there would have been no coming back from 1-6. From there, we head over to Detroit, check on the Lions at home, Ford Field, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. The Lions with the kind of victory that could save their season, because there would have been no coming back from 1-6. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Now toward the sideline and completing it to Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll run it here with Portis, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Second and 2.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a give left side. It's Portis. Down right around the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the 1st half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And able to get this out to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Here's Myers throwing to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the bootleg, Myers. And he'll go right back to Andrews. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Myers over the middle. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Myers from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Myers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Myers now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Myers. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. To throw is Myers. On 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And touchdown! A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bulldogs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. London about set to take over on offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Now Myers. Myers from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. To throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bulldogs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff running through the middle. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, Myers. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Myers. He finds his man. Complete. That's Andrews. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a...
Oh, no, he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Myers. His pass caught at the 4. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is right there. It's good, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a draw play. It's Portis. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a carry for Portis. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a draw play for Gore. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barnett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Throw left side complete. That's Banks. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bulldogs are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's... So now Las Vegas down on the scoreboard. 1:53 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now the story changes. Trailing by 2 after the made field goal. 36 seconds remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Drops this one off to Portis.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the home team here, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.